Okay, Rebecca's code, sacrifice and honor. And the reason why I wanted us to check Genesis 24 was when Rebecca was speaking with, the Abraham's servant. And in that place she mentioned my Lord, and that depicts honor. And we saw the sacrifice that she carried out in watering the camel. It is not a joke to pour water in the trough, go back, even if it is a tap, and I know it's not a tap. You know what it takes to draw from a well, pour in the trough, go back. And when we talk about our transit, I discovered that this is a code that can never fail. The extra man code will never fail. And I saw it as a code that has ability to shorten our journey. It's going to give us a quantum leap. How do I mean? That day they are told Rebecca that they are coming for you, you're going to be, you're going to have gold, you're going to have this. In her mind, me, no, it's not possible. But look at what happened. If she had not entered through sacrifice and honor, there is no way that can happen. And it's the same thing for us as believers. I see people, they discuss so many things about Nigeria. The question is, how many times have you fasted about Nigeria? You see parents complaining about their children. He said, you were not raised like this. You were raised in Christian home. And the question is, how many times have you prayed and fasted about the child? The same thing, marriage. If we're not ready to die, and that is what sacrifice is all about, just like Pastor Ezekiel was talking, that it is filled with pain. Even when God wanted to save humanity, when Adam fell, the blood that came, it came through the shedding of blood. And that was the sacrifice activated. And it's the same thing for us. If we're not ready to put up honor and sacrifice, the journey might be long. In 1 Samuel 25, verse 3, that's the story of Nabal and what's her name now? Abigail. In verse 14, the servant came and they told their madam what had happened. Our guy has misbehaved. And she had to activate that code. And he said, you go ahead after they have packed everything, I will join you. And this code has ability to save us from any mess. You would have wondered why would Abigail ended up with a fool with such and as intelligent as she is. But as messy as the situation is, she was rescued. And the same thing is going to happen to us if we learn sacrifice, if we learn honor. See, in relationship, people will complain, you did this, you did that, you did this, you did that. The question is, what have you sacrificed? Somebody wanted to get married and was like talking. I said, dear, if you are here and your husband is here, the two of you need to shift to. If somebody is at the far end and is expecting somebody from this end to come and join the person, just tell the person to play. Except the two of you shift and you meet at the middle, nothing will happen. And what will cause a man to shift? Is it not sacrifice? It is painful. I want this, I'm not getting it. It is sacrifice. I want us to read Psalm 50, verse 5. Let's have it on the screen. Psalm 50, verse 5. Let's read it together. 1, 2, go. Gather my saints together unto me. Those that have made a covenant with me by what? By sacrifice. And we saw that in the story of the talents. What will make a man not to trade with what the master had given? If I honor you, Pastor, then you gave me money. My doing that. Don't let me disappoint him. I will try and do something. Honor and sacrifice. The people that traded, they could as well sleep. It's raining, just like we had raining days in recent time, and just enter your blanket. But what made them to multiply? It cuts across our businesses. What do you think inform innovations? Immediately they make a product, they start looking for the faults. They start looking on how do we upgrade this thing? How do we give people more value? You might say they are making money, but is it for free? It's never for free. They just want to add more value. What else can we do? And you see them coming up with another. I've ever wondered, are they not tired? It is honor and sacrifice that will never make a man to be exhausted. That will always make the person to be full of variety because you're just always looking out. You are looking out, oh, how can this thing be better? Oh, how can I do this thing better? You start coming up with so many things. So Rebecca's code, for me, when I was trying to simplify it, all I could see is sacrifice and honor. Hallelujah.